Morning everyone, another day in paradise. Said I was going to give you a tour of the workshop, didn't I? So let's go. I ain't got a tripod and my camera should be good at video stabilisation. Should give you a walk around. Firstly, about the shop itself, it's in the cellar. So we live in a Victorian terrace house. 1897 I think it was built. So one of the, if any of you are thinking of working in a cellar or are working in a cellar, moisture, damp, it's underground, so the moisture is going to try to get in. Several previous owners have decided to paint the walls, which probably wasn't the best idea, just with bog standard paint. It peels off and you get white dust everywhere. Better exposed, I'd say. I did have one experiment. I'll just show you. I'll just spin you around. There we go. There's an arch under the chimney breast stack, and I painted it with tar paint, and it seems to be doing all right. So that's an idea. Paint it black. There we go. We'll start off, go around the clock, I suppose, backwards. So let's see how this goes then. I'm just going to pause it and hopefully spin you around. Right then, here we go. So to my left, to my right even, saws. So one way to stop the moisture damaging your tools, put a board behind it, and then nothing's going to come through. I'll do all my saws using Paul Cellar's rag in a can method, and they do all right for the season. So I've only just moved down here for the winter, and then probably Easter I'll move back outside to the garage. More saws down here. So I'll keep 2 crosscut saws, Spear and Jackson. I did think about pimping the handle, but quite got around to it yet. As you can see, covered in oil, beautiful. Grip saws. I've got an 8 TPI, 8 teeth per inch, Spear and Jackson, beautiful, and 3 or 4 teeth per inch Groves. Should be able to see the makers, mate. The Groves, beautiful saws. The old lamb's tongue there. So they're all well oiled and pretty much good to go. Do you a little sharpening video one day. And then shelving my knickknacks. Try to keep everything very close to me. This was an old Welsh dresser. Bloody huge it were. So what we got, top shelf, we got drills, clips, nails, bit of oil wool, and then what have we got there? Oh, me mortising jigs, and then a bit of, this used to be on the wall behind me over there, so I've got drawers, plasters, layout tools, and bits and bobs in there. Stuff I don't use very often. I'm going to keep a little bit further away from me. Dogs, very small dogs, look after me dogs. To the back here, I'll get a light round. So this is where I keep all my braces. Again, that was just another little bookshelf finished by the kids. Came down to Daddy's workshop. Screws under it, so a range of different sizes of braces, from tiny to big buggers. Screws, the usual sizes. Right, moving around then. The actual bench itself, I love workbenches. This is the 3rd or 4th one I've had down here. I've had different configurations and different types of benches. If you've got a wall, I would screw your bench to a wall. I've tried the bench out in the middle and it just gets in the way a bit. It's a bit cramped. So having a good floor space. The cellar itself is 13 foot square. Love me benches. In the summer I went on a virtual tour of China, Chinese woodworking. Got a copy of China at work and I watched a load of YouTube clips. There's a creator called Ling Li. She's brilliant. So, and at the start of each session she used to get her dad's workbench out and it looked like this. So 5 foot, 24 inch wide plus the shelf. The legs are angled. And for me, a workbench is a tool. It's an extension of your body. Your body's a tool as well. We'll come on to that. But so I love it. Love workbenches. Nick this idea. There's a saw stop. Beautiful. Look at that. These were made by. These ones were off eBay. Hold fast. This one was made by a local blacksmith. That's brilliant. That is beautiful. Everything. Most of the workbenches I make are from reclaimed timber. So this was from a table of some friends. 3x3 oak legs. This is Indian rosewood front, hard like a hardwood front, and removable as well because it's going to get dinged and caught up. Keep all my knickknacks. What are these does fit? This is a saw sharpener, saw clamp when you start sharpening your saws. Copied this off one I saw on eBay. Again, just out of odds and sods. Get on, yes. There you go. Advice, can't swear, I swear by it. The old record, 53s. Beautiful. Oak chops. What else have I got in here? Got me stuff I need handy. I've got all my long handled tools, so my paring chisels, files, rasps, them all in there. Bolt crop. Why do you think the woodworking needs bolt cropper? Screws. You can make a screw any size. Just get a long one, cut it to length. Nipping the heads off nails. My power tools, my hammer. These are nice. I love a dustpan. Proper old school dustpan with handle. Good for getting the shaving. What else in terms of work holding? So I've got dog holes for the hold fasts. A little saw stop there. That Mr. Rex Kruger gave me this idea, and then I saw an old boy in China using one. I think we must have watched the same video at some point. Just a piece of iron bent, screwed on, some teeth on the front. I'm not 100% convinced yet that I'm going to keep it on there permanently, but we'll see how this year goes. Tool wells, I'm not a big fan of tool wells really, but I ran out of wood for the top, so we got one. I do like to keep them clear, and the end, no ends on either, so you can just brush the crap out like so. Beautiful, beautiful. What have we got this side? Bench hooks. Bench hooks. More bench hooks. These were made out of a piece of old door frame. Beautiful mahogany or Iroko or something. Lovely. What else have we got down here? We'll come on to that. Shelves. Again, stuff I'm going to use more regularly. So I've got my marking gauges, little glue roller set. Got a plane. I'll come on to planes. There's a load more planes to come. Bottles, me rag in a can. Tape measures. So this end is again just stuff. I'm standing at the vice. Everything's kind of within reach. So I've got me drill bits, me tape measures, me knickknacks, me plasters. There will be blood. Squares. Oop, they're down here. Love Rabone. From Birmingham, as you might have guessed. So I love all the old Birmingham tools. Made in Birmingham. Beautiful. There we go. Squares back up. Again, everything in reach. Amazing how quickly you can tidy up after. Don't often make stuff that's very wide boards, so I can kind of afford to have room at the back. So the slab's 16 inch. There's a 6-inch gap, I think. So what else have we got? Again, little saws, more jigs. These go in the vice. Planing stop. Load of them. My dogs. Screwdrivers. Warrington hammer. I don't use this one as often. The main mallet I'll just keep in the keep out. I'll just use it so often. This has got a very hard head and this is very soft side. So it's more of an assembly hammer. Pencils, mentioned pencils before, didn't I? Pencil sharpeners, squares, chisels. Again, I've got loads of chisels, but they're regular sizes. Keep here. These are the Richters. I'm thinking of ditching these, to be honest. I'm not that happy with them. Firstly, them wooden handles and they break. Maybe I shouldn't hit them so hard, but there you go. And the metal is extremely brittle, so easy to chip. I'll use a lot of scrap old pine, and the knots just smash them. But they're very sharp. You can get them razor sharp, but 100% convinced. My favourites are the marbles. You're all going to go and buy them now, ain't you? Split proof ones. Beautiful steel. Not very good lookers, but hell of a sharp. Keep an edge really well. Not brittle. And plastic handles, so you can hit them hard. Well, don't hit it harder. But just the regular work on them, they're a lot more jigging, more long wearing. Marking knives, gauges, rulers. Random, not so random. Every woodworker's got 29 million pencils. Just the adjustable mechanical pencils of various brands. Coming round to the sharpening station then. It's the first time I've had a sharpening station here. I've had one in the garage all summer, but this one is first use for this winter down here. It's higher, more comfortable height for sharpening. There's diamond stones in a Paul Cellar's rig. When I'm getting stroppy with it, I'll either have the strop in the vice or just hanging over there, like that. There we go. Spare blades for the circular saw. This is what I was putting up with today. This chart converts from fractions of inches, and it's got thousandths of millimetres. Dead handy chart to have round. A bit low on the old kitchen roll. What else we got up here? We've got a drawer knife, my chargers, some big old 1 inch hold fast, so I'll get round to using that on a bench one day. Underneath, these are just clipped in, so I can just move them out the way if I want to do something else on there. This is a coarser one. It's made by the old Mr. Muscle. When I'm sharpening, leave a sharpening demo one day. So that's that sort of thing. Underneath, it's not a chest of drawers. I've made all these boxes. These are Japanese tool boxes. Made 3 of them now. They're beautiful. And put handles on them so I can pull them out. They're just shelves. They go on there. At the top here, Christ. It's a Japanese. There's a little one. A minute max. So that slides out. And that lifts up. We've got more gubbins. What we got in here? Bits. So this is again all my stuff. I don't get to use that often, but if I need them, spare drill bits, wood moisture mixer, spray strips. How am I going to get to them if I've cut my hand off? Anyway. Some bobs. 321 blocks. Beautiful. Come in handy. Spare pencils, spare blades for the sharpening, for the marking knife. All that. So that's that one. Get this back on. Bosh. 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 Right, let's get you back up here. What else have we got on the top shelf? Liquids generally. So, the terps. Genuine terps, my glues. Super glue, bit of wood glue. Super glue activator. Bigger wood glue. My finish pot. My secret recipe. You are getting my secret recipe out of me. There you go. Beautiful mixture. Beeswax, boiled linseed oil and terps in various random ratios. Just told you my bloody recipe, didn't I? Oh well, never mind. What we got down here? A few saws. Love these. So that's a cross cut, and this is rip cut. Beautiful, dead handy. Back down there. Nearly done. What else we got down here? It's my sharpening box by the sharpening station. What is it? An old. That was a good night. The old champers. So, saw sets, files. Little diamond files. Buffing compound. Prefer the green stuff. I've got some brown as well, but prefer the green. Sharpening compound. Stropping. That's for holders when I'm sharpening the saws. Saw file holder. Well, file holder. It's a bed. Done you. This area, bit of metal work with my way sharpening and grinding and a little vice. Just a big one. The clock, which I tried to ignore. I did invest in a lathe, what is down here. I haven't used it yet, typical, ain't it? So, if I ever do need to use it, I'll just unscrew the vice, pop it up there, plug it in. I just don't have time, really. Maybe when I retire. What else have I got here? My grinder. CBN wheel, beautiful. The other advantage of CBN wheels is they're really heavy, so the vibration stops. So much inertia in this. Polishing wheels. Clamps. Range of different sizes of clamps. The radio on, listen to the football on. Saturday afternoon. Little drill press, dead handy. Comes out once in the blue moon. I think we're nearly there. More fluids on the top. What have we got? Lighter fuel, brass, beeswax. The shelf's wonky, so all the tall stuff's this end, and it slowly gets shorter and shorter. Glues, bit of paint, bit of varnish. What we got on this side? Assembly table. I've got room in the centre here, on the floor. It is handy. This is just an old 6 foot by 3 foot table, dining room table, chipboard, cheapest chips. Well, we've got a cover on it. Great for storage underneath. My cans under there, my glues, my screws. All stuff with my dowels, wedges. That's all my dowel gear down there. And into the toolbox with me more auger bits in. So I pick up one of the benefits living in the Midlands in Birmingham. A lot of old industrial heritage around, so they come up on Marketplace occasionally. Most people are clueless what they are, and they look pretty knackered. But they don't take long to get them back into business. They're beautiful. There's a pair of 53s to do up. That one's not in bad nick. And the 52.5s. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the winter when it's a bit grotty outside. I can just spend some time down here renovating. Making best use of the cellar. All the old brick floors. Look at this. How long have they been down there? 130 years now. Christ. Mortise bench. Again, when I was in my China virtual dream. Dead handy. Lovely height, lovely to work on. You might be wondering why there's a dog lead on the floor. My clamp. Get a bit of wood. Clip it up. Burn that bloody vape coil. Get on your bugger. There it is. So I can just sit down here. Put my foot in. Instant hold fast. I can mortise away like a good one. Beautiful. There we go. Maximum Soros and all. What else we got? I have to make use of every single inch. So you've probably seen in the ceiling between the rafters, I've got my clamps, I've got shelves and all. So just a couple of battens across makes a shelf. More clamps, love them clamps, speed clamps. Over here in the arch, all my long stuff. We've got guides, meter rules, some odds and sods of old vices, spares really. I did have you one there, leave that there. Socket sets, tool sets basically down there. My handy little toolbox. I've got my spanners, Allen keys, speciality screwdriver when you're in a tight situation, pliers, hole bits. Again, very close to hand. Crap. I think we're nearly there, aren't we? Alright then. I'll spin you around and I'll say goodbye. Bear with. Right, there we go then, our kids. You've had the tour now. One thing I forgot to mention was looking after yourself. So I've got rubber mat, horse matting in the stables. Got a big 6 foot by 4 foot bugger. I cut it in half. Dead handy. Yeah, maybe I'll do a video about looking after yourself when you're working. It's hard work, but it just takes my mind. I just do it to de-stress from work. I know some of my students are watching. Sorry kids, but I do have to unwind sometime. We all need a hobby, don't we? God, that was a bit of a workout, that was. So if you've got any questions, fire away. You know where I am. I'm here all week. I'll leave you with a gag. Would you call a computer that can sing? Adele. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next clip. Bye.